Hello, we're here to talk about our desires, and today's desire is the desire, we like to look at the desire to be right. And there's a whole bunch of other desires that usually get wrapped around that one, but it all boils down to wanting to be right. And I asked Jesus what desire to look at today, and he said the desire to be right. And I was like, did I hear you right? I asked like 3 or 4 times, and I kept getting the same answer. So the desire to be right. At least that's the beginning of the breadcrumb trail that we start today. So what does anyone hear about that? About the desire to be right?
You want to start with the light?
Oh yes, please. Sorry. Yes. Let's start with the light. I did that mentally, not audibly. Sorry. Okay.
What I hear him saying is that I want to be right and I want to make God wrong.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure I know what's going on.
They hear that we want God to be wrong so that we can have things, quote, our way. Like, and I don't even know what that, like, I don't even know what that means. So I'm just trying to stay, because every time I think I know what I think I want, I always find something that doesn't align with that. So I don't know.
So Greg and Kathy joined us. We're looking at the desire to be right.
Oh, yes. Welcome. And really, really wanting it, like just at all costs wanting to be right.
All is well when I'm right.
Relishing how I believe the case is closed because I am right.
Oh, and seeing is believing, so to speak. Like letting ourselves get tricked into that whole minutia. It's it's part of being right. What I see is, well, it's proof I'm right. So
Mhm.
I was hearing building a case against myself through perception.
mm. Proving fear's real. Yeah, I like that.
Relishing the tug of superiority that being right gives me.
Yeah, there's like a sneaky vibration. I don't know if sneaky is the right word, but like a vibration of arrogance, kind of looking out the side of the eyes.
Yeah.
I heard I'm right, you're wrong. So it's like um, the perpetuation of the duality. In order for someone to be right, there has to be somebody to be wrong.
Mm.
I think it's even, I feel like it's more than that. Like there's more innocence to it. Like it's just somebody wants it to want to be right so they can play in their sandbox. It's just that simple. It's just, I have to be right because I want to play in a sandbox. And if I'm wrong, then there's no sandbox to even play in. So I'd rather be right than happy.
Yeah, I feel prompted to ask, like, what's the benefit of it? What do I think I'm getting out of it?
Hmm.
I'm hearing safety. I feel like I have the opinion or belief that I am safe if I'm right.
And I heard love.
Hmm.
I'm hearing a world that feels manageable.
I get to be small.
Hmm. I get to be weak, but I don't want to see it that way. My ego doesn't.
And getting the experience of contraction, desiring the experience of contraction.
Finding safety in judgment. I heard that, like I have to judge this world, and I find safety in doing that. Like, it's in order to be right, I have to judge. And there's some sort of safety, even, I don't know, like this feeling of it's like I'm doing something bad, but in a good way, like in an enjoyable way. I don't. I know that's in the feeling zone, but that's where it goes.
What I hear is he's helping us discern between like relishing and seeing the pleasure in it and guilt. And there can be confusion between guilt and the releasing of the desire. So we want to keep the guilt, in other words. So we just want to stay with the relishing of it and just really let it, put it in the light and let it burn.
Yeah.
Did we look at what, but did we ask Jesus what value we get out of being right?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Did you hear something, Mary?
There's some sort of satisfaction and like well-being when I think I'm right. Like,
I think you said safety too.
oh,
Goodness.
yeah, yes. And I also hear it's like I get happiness out of being right. Or at least I think I do.
Oops, I'm trying to mute myself.
It's okay. Mary, would you say that again, please?
I get happiness out of being right. At least I think I do.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like safety and security and believing a known quantity. Obviously, it's not, but perceived knowledge. I have the knowledge.
If I know enough, I can change the changeless.
Oh boy. I really relish being right. I just want to say that.
Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, I relish. I mean, the relishing. It feels like a.
Being right lets me stay in my comfort zone, and I can avoid any other type of exploration. I like my comfort zone, my very own kingdom. Loving it.
Like, I don't want to see what it means to be wrong about it. So I'd rather be right.
Mm. It's like anathema to be wrong.
But if I'm wrong, something bad could happen. Built a world. Built a world around being right.
I don't know if I mentioned that it also is like natural. It feels like it's natural.
Hmm.
Jesus, are we holding or releasing with this desire?
I heard holding. Did anybody else hear that?
I heard some of both, if that's possible.
Yeah. All right. I asked Jesus, "Are we willing to see this differently?" And he goes, "Not so long as you hold the desire to be right."
Mm.
It's Chinese finger puzzle. The more you want to be right, the harder it is to get out of that. You know?
Mm.
Can't pull away from that. Mm.
I'm feeling or hearing that if I am right, then everybody else was wrong.
feels like a tremendous sense of loss associated with surrendering that desire to be right. And I hear, do it anyway. Do it anyway.
Mm. Yeah, I place a high value on being right. Somehow it validates my personal identity.
Well, I was shown a very powerful insight that is almost hard to articulate. That it was like this. It's like the ego doesn't want to admit that it was wrong about this whole separation idea, about the whole world, about the whole.
Yeah, I want to be right that the world is real.
I'm also hearing so that I can maintain the choice.
I want to be right about the tiny mad idea.
I still feel a lot of holding. Jesus, are we holding or releasing? It's like I don't know how to let go or to put that desire in the light. It's like, okay, here, Jesus, what can you show us another way to see this? Can you show us let's just show us. Just show us what putting being right in the light is, just what it's going to be, what that means.
I hear that I'm just simply mistaken about the light. And I also hear just to do a light check and see that the light is here, the power of the light is here in this room.
Jesus, is there any willingness to change my mind about the value of this desire, the value of being right no matter what?
I hear there's a spoonful of willingness. That's about it.
Were you hearing something, Greg?
No, just listening.
Well, it's definitely
Being right means bread and butter.
yes, and everything sweet and nice too. At least that's what we think.
Being equal would be better.
What was that, Greg? I didn't hear you.
Being equal would be better.
Sounds a little bit like you're underwater, Greg.
Yeah, he said being equal would be better, right?
Being right is being underwater.
We don't realize how much we're drowning when we want to be right.
We've joked before about drowning in a cup of water.
Yeah.
Making a mountain out of a molehill.
It feels lighter than it was before, but I don't think that it's done by any means.
Feels like I still like to hold on to being right, to avoid talking to him all the time, like all through the day.
Mm. Yeah, the convenient Jesus. That's what I like to call him, the Jesus convenience section of life. I'm like, oh, I need you, Jesus. Come here. I don't need you right now. Go over there. But yeah.
What I hear is just to see the tolerance, you know, that we are tolerating this, and we can see it differently. And so I am hearing that we're ready for a miracle.
Yeah. All right, Jesus, show us. Show us. Just show us whatever it is we need to see to see this differently.
Yeah, what I'm seeing is just the willingness to be here and to share what's coming up for us, you know, being honest about the desires. It's very,
Loving.
very, yeah, very gentle, direct, yet it's stepping into it, it's stepping forward. So it's unstable. So, but yeah, I just wanted to express some gratitude for joining. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Hearing to just really relax into this desire, that we're not being judged for it. He's helping us to release it. He knows right where to go. We let him in. And say, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I think there's freedom in it. Oh.
Yourself.
Yeah, I heard salvation. um, this is my.
We're getting some good movement. Releasing. It's okay saying, don't judge yourself, don't be harsh. It doesn't help.
Hmm.
It only cuts us off from vastness, the vast love. And that's waiting. It's always here.
Well, I kept asking him because after that insight I had, it was pretty powerful. There was like a big release in me. It was almost like a hole was poked in the dream bubble for a minute there. And I kept asking him, what else would you have me know about this? Or what else would you have me see about this? And 3 times I asked, and each time I heard that you are the light. And then I just kept getting thrust into this space of just pure light.
Mm.
And that's been my experience a lot in these journeyings. It's like the mind wants to keep analyzing. Okay, well, why is the ego afraid of admitting it's wrong about this whole tiny mad idea? Why this? Why this? And then it's all foul. But then he just returns me to the truth.
Infinite patience.
Jesus, are we Jesus, are we willing to accept a miracle regarding this desire to be right? I hear there's a deep desire to keep the mind closed by being right. By if I'm right, then the search is over. I don't need to look anymore. And it keeps the mind closed. And a truly open mind doesn't need to be right. Because it's reinforced by the truth.
Our 40-minute timer went off.
Okay. So, wow, that was fast. So how would you all like to close? I generally we ask of Jesus if we've accepted a miracle, but if we haven't, what do we do at the end of the 40 minutes?
Ask him if he has anything more he wants us to see in this moment.
I heard no. I heard no immediately. Did anybody else hear anything?
Yeah, I'm hearing the same. It's complete for now, and there's more to just be with him on
Okay.
this desire.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you, Mighties, for joining us. Thank you, Jesus. And I guess that's it, right?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mighty Companion.
See you later. Bye.
See you next Sunday, if not
Yeah,
before, Michael.
If not, okay. Bye.
Thank you all.
Thank you.